So now we're all ready to repot this little orchid that you've been gifted. Okay, there are the roots. You see the roots there. They don't look too bad. Okay, I'll probably remove this little one right here. It's looking kind of weak. Let me look at them closely. Oh, I don't know, there's a good green part there. This root right here, if you can see this one. I don't know, I think they're still viable. Maybe a little piece on that one I might remove. Anyhow, what I'm going to do now is I have my pot ready. As I showed you before, this is the little pot it came in. It was packed in a medium that was very, very dense and thick. Held a lot of water. And this pot was inside of this decorative pot, which I removed it from. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put a little bit of the bark, charcoal, and perlite in the bottom of the pot. Okay, this is the best medium for this Phalaenopsis orchid. I'll pull it a little bit of that in, and I'll add a bit of sphagnum moss. The sphagnum moss helps hold the moisture for the Phalaenopsis, so I'll put a little bit of sphagnum moss in there. Then I will put the orchid in. The orchid has a little stake in it to hold it upright. So I'll put that in. And once I get that in, I can add more of the bark, perlite, and charcoal to the pot. Okay, and this is the best medium because orchids like the Phalaenopsis orchid likes to breathe. They like good air around the root system. So we'll put some bark in there around it. Okay, it's tiny, so we don't need a whole lot. Put some bark in there. And in addition, I have a little bit of top sphagnum. It looks a little different. You see, it's a little not as coarse and woody as the other sphagnum, and I'll put a little bit of that on the top too. It will help with the moisture. So once we've done this, we're going to give her a good bit of water. Okay, so we give her a good bit of water. And I'm going to use this orchid plant food mist. So I'm going to give her a bit to eat. And I'm not going to neglect to dry the water from her leaves. They don't like water sitting on the leaves, so I'm just going to take this paper towel and dry some of the water from her leaves. All right, so there she is. And what I'll do now is take this little orchid like her. Sometimes I name my orchids. I'm not a orchid aficionada. I'm just like you. I love orchids because I just love the plants and I love to see them thrive and do well. So then I'm going to just take her over to her spot. I'm going to pause a minute while I take her to her spot where she'll live and stay and breathe. So this is where she's going to stay. Here in this spot, she's getting light from this lamp with the LED bulb. She's pretty close to a window. It's kind of cloudy day, so when it's a sunny day, she gets lots of sunlight from that window. So basically, if you're gifted an orchid, you don't know what to do, take it out of the pot that it comes in, examine the medium, see if it's good, healthy medium, examine the roots. Sometimes they sit, like I say, a long time in the store and they dry out and they just sort of go downhill, but you can revive it, get it out, get it in some good medium, get it in a nice pot, give it the correct amount of light, and feed it once a week or occasionally. This orchid is going to be inside, not like my outside orchids. And pretty much that's what it is. Thank you, and I hope you get to like this video. And don't ask me too many questions because I'm trial and error Jones. And but we can do it together. If you tell me your concerns, we'll work it out together. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, be blessed.